What if a photo is actually a message? And what if a calm smile holds words that cannot be spoken? Welcome to Taekook Whispers. When Kim Taehyung appears without many words, and Jeon Jungkook speaks honestly yet within limits, there is something that feels deeper than a simple update. There are pauses between sentences. There is meaning between posts. There are emotions that are not always translated into sound. Today, we are not discussing rumors. We are talking about presence, boundaries, and mature love. As always, Taehyung appeared online again, without a big announcement, without long captions. Just a photo. Just his presence. Yet in that simplicity, there is a depth of meaning. As if he is quietly saying, "I'm here. I'm okay. And I haven't forgotten you." Every post from him is not just an image. It is a sign. A sign that in the middle of packed schedules, industry pressure, and endless expectations, he still makes time to say hello. He doesn't need long paragraphs to make people feel seen. Sometimes, one photo with a calm gaze says more than 1,000 words. And for many, that is enough to make the day feel lighter. We hope they, Taehyung and Jungkook, truly see the immense love flowing toward them. A love that is not loud. A love that does not demand. A love that stands quietly yet firmly, even when storms of opinions and speculation try to shake it. Let's continue sending positive energy. Leave warm messages for Jungkook on Weverse, not to force answers, but to let him know he is valued. That he matters. That his hard work is never in vain. A few days ago, we watched Jungkook's live broadcast. He smiled. He spoke calmly. But behind that calmness, something felt restrained. Like someone who wanted to say more, yet understood that every word carries consequences. He did not cry. He did not complain. And perhaps that is exactly where the heaviness came from. He wants to be honest. He wants to speak heart to heart. But as an artist still bound by contracts and company rules, there are lines he cannot cross. Many people forget that being an adult does not mean being completely free. Behind the camera lights, there are regulations, agreements, and professional responsibilities that cannot be ignored. Most likely, that is why the live was eventually deleted. Not because he made a major mistake, but perhaps because his honesty was too real, too raw, too sincere. And in an industry built on careful calculation, sincerity that is too open can sometimes be seen as risky. But one thing is clear, he never speaks without meaning. Jungkook firmly said that he loves his fans. That everything he does is for those who genuinely support him. And that was not an empty sentence. We have seen how he continues to work hard, to grow, to strive to give his best, even when the world is not always gentle with him. On the other hand, Taehyung chooses a different way to stay connected. He does not talk much. He does not hold long live sessions. He shows up through photos, short messages, expressions that speak louder than words. Two different approaches, one shared purpose, maintaining the bond without crossing boundaries. Recently, the accessories Jungkook wore during his live also sparked speculation. He wore a necklace, rings, and a belt from Chrome Hearts, a brand popular among Korean celebrities. Some people immediately linked it to Park Jimin because of similarities in style. But if you look closely, the details are different. Jimin's necklace has a reversible design with an emerald green stone, while Jungkook's was not identical. In addition, Kim Namjoon has also been seen wearing a similar model. So have Jennie, G-Dragon, and Mingyu. Does that mean they all share secret relationships? Of course not. In the entertainment industry, trends move quickly. Brands send products to artists. Styles overlap without hidden meanings. Not every similarity is a code. Not every accessory is a symbol. And this is where we need to pause. Human relationships, whatever their form, are never as simple as a necklace or a ring. Closeness is built from time, shared experiences, pressures endured side by side. Taehyung and Jungkook have gone through grand stages, endless rehearsals, world tours, criticism, praise, and countless behind-the-scenes moments we will never see. There is something that feels different when they are in the same room. Jungkook's gaze often changes, softer, more focused, when Taehyung is nearby. Even in a crowd, he seems aware of Taehyung's presence, as if quietly making sure everything is okay. It is not a grand gesture. It is calm attentiveness. The kind that grows from habit. From togetherness that has lasted too long to be called coincidence. But attention like that does not need to be magnified into theories. It does not need to be forced into narratives that exceed reality. Respect and care can stand on their own without labels. What matters now is not proving anything, not searching for hidden symbols in every detail, but making sure our support does not turn into pressure. Because what they need most is not speculation, not rumors, not endless debates. They need space. They need trust. They need fans who can love without trying to control. Loving maturely means understanding that we do not have full access, that there are parts of their lives not meant for public consumption. And that does not diminish the value of any relationship they have, whether as colleagues, friends, or something more. In fact, boundaries are what keep everything healthy. Taehyung shows up through photos. Jungkook shows up through honest, if limited, words. Both choose different ways to say the same thing. They are still here, still trying, still caring. And our task is simple, though often difficult, to love in a healthy way. Not to force. Not to judge. Not to create stories that could hurt. A sincere relationship is not measured by what someone wears, but by consistent presence. By small acts of care that cameras may not catch. By quiet support that is never displayed. By the way they continue to respect each other even when the world tries to compare, pit against, or divide them. In the end, what truly matters is not the necklace, not the ring, not the outfit. It is the way they continue to stand side by side after going through so much. The way they remain professional on stage, respectful in public, and mindful of the boundaries that must be kept. If we truly love Taehyung and Jungkook, let's prove it through our attitude. Through words that build, not break. Through patience, not demands. Because mature love is not loud. It is calm. It is strong. It does not need forced proof. And perhaps, it is within that silence that the most sincere connections find their true form. What matters most is not symbols or speculation. What matters most is that they are still here, trying and caring. If we truly love them, let's support without pressure, trust without forcing. Because mature love is not loud. It is calm. It is strong. Leave your comments, send positive energy, and see you in the next whisper on Taekook Whispers.